Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I feel like I can't. I gotta find my good lighting today, you guys. So if I'm like moving where I'm at, the sun is going down. So I'm noticing like light and then shadows. We're gonna work it out. But welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you all doing? As you all are coming in, you know I love it. Give me a hey, hi. Give me hashtag Team Live. I love to know where everyone is joining in from. You guys, we have been, it's been several months that we've been showing up live every Monday for each other at 7 p.m. I am so proud of all of us. I'm proud of myself for doing it. I'm proud of you all for showing up. You all have been engaging in the comments, DMing me, giving me great topic ideas, supporting me, sharing out the videos. I love that. So I just want to say thank you for all the shares, all the likes, all the love. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am doing this for you all. I love it. Y'all know I love showing up and giving y'all the real deal. Okay. Today's topic is how to prep for a six-figure interview as a woman of color. Right. We have certain caveats, I would say, in our career, in our job search. We have unique challenges that other cultures, that other people don't have, right? Like, how should we wear our hair, right? If we're natural, should we do braids? Should we put on a wig? Should it be curly? Should we not dress too formal? I've even had people say, like, Latrice, I don't know if I should put my degree on my resume because I have more education than the person interviewing me. And to that, I say, sis, I think you should be applying for their job then, right? But all right, we're gonna get into it. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real for y'all. We're gonna keep it deep. And I've had a lot of great things going on that I want to share with you all, a lot of client wins that I want to inspire y'all as I find my light. That I want to like inspire y'all. All right. Hey, Tamika. Tamika, thank you for showing up. Tamika, you show up for team. You be hashtag Team Live every Monday. I appreciate it. Hey, girl from Chicago. I always think, like, what is the weather like? Like, where I'm at in Texas, it's literally 100 degrees. Like, we're like triple digits right now. And it is September. I'm always like, is it cold other places? Let me know what your weather is looking like in Windy City. All right, Tamika. But thank you. I appreciate you showing up live, and I appreciate the love. All right. So if you are new to me, if you're new to my channel, new to my network, welcome. I'm Latrice Huff, career and leadership coach to women of color, and it is my mission and my movement to put more women of color in leadership roles and in positions of power. Because when we make more money, when when we are in positions of power, we change the world for the better. Y'all, we invest more in our communities. We have a domino impact of success for everybody around us. Oh, Tamika says in the low 80s. That's perfect. That's perfect weather. That's perfect. Okay. Tonight's topic, I'm going to keep this brief, is as brief as I can. Y'all know how I am. Is how to prep for the six-figure interview as a woman of color. And I chose this topic for a couple reasons. One, as I'm finding my lighting, you guys, I'm so sorry. It's bothering me. One, my clients and I were doing this 5 and 15 challenge where they need to land 5 interviews in 15 days, and they have been doing amazing. I had one client already, she landed, I want to say, was it 9? It was either 7 or 9 interviews in a week, and she wound up landing a job or offer from those interviews. I'll tell you all about that. And so I'm seeing more and more companies hiring. Yes, companies are still layoffs happening all the time, but it's almost like the world is opening up more. I am seeing my clients get more interviews, more offers. And so we want to know, how do we prepare for these interviews? How do we make sure that our mindset is correct and we're going in thinking positive, knowing that we're going to get these offers? Okay, there we go. Knowing that we're going to get the offer and not letting a past rejection kind of play in our head, right? How do you go about like manifesting and really bringing forth and creating what you want? How do you, strategy wise, tell your story and not let someone else kind of narrate your career, right? All these things are unique to us. How do we do this? And prep is the key. My number one tip, we do not wing a six-figure interview. I am shocked how many people come to me and I'm like, do you have your stories? They're like, no. I'm like, what are you going to talk about? They're like, I'm going to just, whatever they say. No, 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 no. I'll be honest, when a woman comes to me and we're working together, or either she wants to work with me and she tells me she has interviews or wants to have interviews and she has not prepped, I believe it is self-sabotage. I believe it is self-sabotage. Why would you not prep for such an important event? Um, like, I do believe an interview is simply a conversation about a role, and any conversation about a role is an interview. And in saying that, something as important as a conversation that could lead to you landing a six-figure role and a six-figure offer definitely deserves some prep. Okay, so that is, number one tip: we are going to prep for a six-figure interview. Okay, we're not going to wing it. We are not going to use the same techniques and strategies that we used for a $70,000 role or $80,000 role, and definitely not a $40,000 role. In fact, in my programs, I have my Fearless Branding Formula program and my Leadership Legacy. I actually have a chart that tells you what you need to focus on according to the level and the salary of the job you're applying to. We call it like the impact scale. So if you're applying for a $40,000 job, they just want to know, like, okay, can you kind of sort of do the job? At 100,000, it's like, what is your brand? What is the problem you solve? The higher you go to 200,000, what is your brand? The problem you solve? What is your bigger impact on the company and the industry? How are you an expert, right? Like, things, as you go further and further up the ladder and up that income ladder, what you discuss and what you focus on changes as well. So we do not use the same strategies, okay? So we're going to be prepping, and we know that we're not going to use the same strategies as before. All right, let me know if this makes sense. Starting off, we're prepping and we ain't using the same strategies. So if you are working with somebody, if you're talking and you got a colleague or a girlfriend and she like, I got this interview, I'm gonna just go ahead in here. I'm gonna just do my thing. Be like Latrice said, prep for this interview. This is important. Okay. So we're going to prep, right? And I've seen the power in prep. Prep is not just, I want to memorize. Prep is, I want to build my confidence. I want to speak clearly and articulate my value in a way that is compelling. Right? That's what the prep is. I want them to be like, yes, Tamika is the best. She is my ideal candidate. So I'm giving her the offer. All right. Let me know if you are feeling like, all right, I got this. I got like, okay, Latrice. Okay, we got it. All right, I have my little notes here. Number two in your prep, we're not just going to answer the question. This is another biggest mistake that I see. We do not go into an interview, they ask us a question and we answer. That's not what's going to go on. We need to have our hero stories prep. So one, remember, we're going to answer and give an example. We're going to have our hero steps, our hero stories prep. That you're on it. Thank you. Yes. Look, I'm giving it to y'all because I want you all to win, right? I want you all to win and I want you all to know what it takes, but we're not winging it. We're not like, we're not going to watch a few things on YouTube and be like, I got it by osmosis without practicing, right? You should have your hero stories. And let me share with you all what I recommend. I do recommend to my clients, we use a method called the tier method. That is something that I created, that I teach my clients, that has been highly effective, where I've just noticed that STAR method, and you all might have heard of this, like situation, task, action, results, does not necessarily work for women of color because we get so focused into the action and the task and present ourselves as worker bees and forget the result, or we glaze over the result. Where what I teach is something called the tier method, where I teach my clients, we're going to give a teaser first of the result. You're focusing on that. We're expanding on the problem. Then we're telling the actions we took. Then we're giving another result. And I tell them 3 results. Like, we focus on primary results and residual results. Imagine a story like that. It is powerful. My client, I just had a client. She landed a 90K offer, remote role. She was able to negotiate her salary and everything. And it is because she went in there, she talked about her brand, and she had her hero stories ready to go. And she talked about them in this formula. And if you all notice, I actually do just did that. I'll answer a question, I'll give a tip, and then I'll give you all a story to support what I just said. And I'm always talking about the results. I use this myself in my business. It's just a great way of storytelling, conveying your value and conveying your message, right? So this is the formula for like this is a lot of times people are like, I prepped, I get this a lot. I prepped Latrice, and I'll say, how did you prep? Then they're like, well, me and my cousin got on the phone and she asked me, like, what is my strengths and weaknesses? Y'all, that's not prep. I mean, it's something. It's better than nothing. And family members are great, but a family member is not a career coach. And so they cannot give you objective feedback. So, as part of your prep, you actually do want to practice saying out loud your hero stories. And I would recommend doing this with even a colleague, right? Someone who is I would say in your industry or closely related, and possibly someone who like a coach, a mentor, somebody who can give you some constructive feedback, right? Because we want to prep not just for those questions. Hey, tell me about yourself, which is a great question and will show up from interviews for 40K to 100,000 to 140,000 to 250. That question will come up and you need to prep, but how you get your answer for that is from your branding statement. Which brings me to my next tip: know your brand. You should be able to express your brand. What is that unique thing about you, and what's the unique problem you solve in the way that you do it better than anyone else? You should be able to convey that in about 2 sentences in about 15 to 30 seconds. For real. It can be done. It can be done. All right. It can be done. If you're like, Latrice, I am loving this. I want to hear more. I have a whole free workshop on how to ace the six-figure interview. Just type interview in the comments. We will give you that link and you can sign up. You can watch it on demand. It's completely free. All right. Another thing that I am doing, because I've gotten so many comments about my 5 and 15, I am now going to be releasing my 5 and 15 program, where it is designed to help women of color land at least 5 interviews in 15 days, specifically six-figure interviews. This is the exact process that my clients use, that my client just used to get those 7 interviews, that my client used. I just had a client go through the program. She used this and she got $160,000 role. Her goal was 140 and she got $160,000 role, you guys. We are rocking. This stuff works. But as you can see, we use a combination of mindset. I always say like a little bit of manifestation and actual modern strategies. That's what we use. That's how you're going to be acing these interviews. That's how you're going to get the interviews. And that's how you're going to land the offer. Prep is key to everything. I'm not even going to lie. Prep is key to everything. Okay. So if you're like, Latrice, I'm loving this, I want to ace on six-figure interview, put interview in the comments. We'll get you all that link. I'll get you some more information. I'm going to definitely be sharing more information about my clients' wins, their successes. I'm going to be sharing more information with you all about the 5 and 15 interview program as well. All of that information is coming. Just kind of giving y'all little cheats now, like some little teasers, right? Yeah, I know I love teasers. But for the prep is key to any and everything that you do. So we got to prep. All right. I have one more little thing before we go. Any questions about what I covered so far? Any questions about what are you going to prep? How are you going to prep? Who you going to prep with? What are you going to be doing during this prep? Let me know if you have any questions about that. Because what we're not doing is ringing a six-figure interview. Not at this point in our career, not with everything on the line. All right. Here's my last tip. Be sure that you are working on, I see this lighting. It is driving me crazy. Be, be sure that you are working on your confidence and your mindset. This is key. You could have all the prep in the world, but if you're going into this like, this ain't gonna work, you know what? They're not going to hire me anyway. They probably already have a candidate. I see all these negative things online, and I'm like, but people are still getting hired. Unemployment rate is still fairly low. Like it's just a different, companies are hiring differently. Things are a different world now. I just did a whole 2-day boot camp. I was training employment specialists, and I was like, 2024 is a completely different job market, even different from 2023. So the way that companies are hiring is different, right? It's not people's like, it's bad, it's good, it's worse. It's just different. It's just different. And so we need to adapt, especially as women of color. We need to adapt to this new way of hiring, right? But that also includes we need to work on our confidence and our mindset. Meaning, you get a rejection, sis, and I said this before, a rejection just means try again a different way. We can't make that mean, um, I'm never going to get this job. This isn't for me. I need to stay where I'm at, knowing it's a toxic environment. No, we need to know that I've got this. I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. I've done these things before. So build yourself up. Y'all know for me, I love me some affirmations. I tell my clients, I recommend one key at core affirmation that is special to you, and like put that bad boy on a post-it and pop it up on your computer when you have a virtual interview. If you're having like an in-person interview, you have you a little folder. Let me show you something. You have your little folder. You have inside that folder should, yes, be your resume, your hero stories, and an affirmation that only you can see to boost you up, to boost your confidence. Okay. Oh, Tamika said, what's the words for tear? So it's TEAR. Y'all know my Baltimore accent be come in. No. Like it's like emotion. So it is T is a teaser. E is that we're going to be expanding on the problem. A is the action, R is the result. And this formula works better than the STAR method because the STAR method, we tend to go right into the situation and then the tasks, the actions, and the results come last, and we gaze over that, right? This way, you're giving people a teaser first to get them interested, to have them leaning into what you're saying, expanding on the problem. Sometimes we just glaze over the problem. We're so much talking about the actions that we took in the text that it's like, well, why are we doing this? What's the problem that you solve? Or we don't know the big picture. We're not explaining the big picture of why this thing that we did was such a big issue, right? And then you got, yes, and then the A is the actions, which should be at the 6-figure level, the A should be the shortest steps, right? And then the R is the results again, and we're going to be giving at least 3 results. But we have a whole formula about which stories you should tell that I go all this through with my clients. We do talk about this in that 5 and 15 interview program as well, if you all are interested in that. But this is a better way to go into your interview and tell your story. Let me see. Is this coming up LinkedIn user? And it says, hey, Latrice. Y'all know I got to look on my phone to tell me who it is. I don't know why it always does this. Let me know. Let me know who's saying, hey. Oh, hey, it's Natasha. Okay. Hey. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, my goodness. Okay, you guys. I am missing some comments. I'm so sorry. They didn't show on my screen. Okay. Hey, Latoya. I see Latoya's coming through. Okay. I'm going to get to these questions. Low 80s. What affirmation do you recommend? Is it pronounced Zagona? Let me know how it's pronounced. I like an affirmation. I'm trying to get my light correcting. I like an affirmation unique to you. So if you're feeling like, let's say you're feeling like I'm not enough, then maybe it is I am enough. Maybe it is, let's say you're going after an HR director role. Maybe it is I am an amazing HR director. Like it should be very unique and specific to you for what you need in that moment. And the more specific, the better, right? But like a lot of times, without going into too much of a rant, I'm noticing that with the women I work with, and I work with mostly Black women and women of color, it is a sense of worthiness and deservingness, right? So like I am enough, I am worthy and deserving of a 6-figure salary is one that I recommend a lot. But which What is it that you need to tell yourself to build your confidence? And sometimes it only takes a millisecond, a half a second for us to be like, okay, I feel better. All is good. I got this. Right. So those are some of the ones I recommend, but you want to make it unique to you. Let me know if that makes sense. I see interview, got it. All right. I am able to manifest, but somehow it doesn't manifest beyond the first interview. Oh, okay. Y'all, I am so sorry, but this lighting is driving me crazy. Um, I'm usually not this finicky over things, but it is really driving me crazy. It is really driving me crazy. Um, this is such a great question. And I think I may even do like a whole thing on like manifesting in your career. But this is one of the things that I recommend is when you're manifesting, and I like to visualize, go beyond the interview, like visualize yourself in that role, and it's 6 months later, and you see your check, and you're loving your boss, and you are able to do certain things with your friends and your family, and you're donating whatever it is, make it big, like go beyond that, so then you're making the interview or the offer inevitable. So even for me, when I think about my clients and building my business, I'm not thinking about one client come to me. I am thinking about who that woman is going to hire when she's in that role, how it has a domino effect. I'm thinking about my clients buying new homes and paying for their kids to go to college, and the impact that their children will now make. Like I like grand big visions make make it in make the smaller steps inevitable. So I would try that. Like see how that works, see how that feels, and see what that brings to you, right? Especially if you're already getting the first interviews, it may be like, okay, I'm in this. And then you can go back like, oh, I got the offer. I'm excited. Like, I really like a lot of visualization. And I know clients who really like to write down what they want as well. All of these things work, but sometimes just take it a little further. It says, I'm pushing out to my community what I do for business as a licensed independent insurance agency. Are you familiar with this type of entrepreneur? I am not for a business license independent insurance agent. I'm not, but if it's a service industry, if you provide a service, I can tell you I help my clients who are in the service industries. Various industries, from ones that help in nonprofit to lawyers to other career coaches and life coaches. So a lot of the tips that I'm telling you all will also translate over to your business if you're interested in starting a business, and I'm which I recommend every single person do. My clients stay with me for years because they know it's phases that they go through. Once they get that six-figure role, we then work on, okay, feeling confident, comfortable in that role, being stable, building up your like your nest egg. Then we work on them starting a business, because a job, and I'm a career coach, but a job should never be your primary source of income. It is no, it should never be your singular source of income. Okay. So a job should never be your sole source of income. You should have another way to bring in income, whether it be a business, a side hustle, stock, investment, real estate, um, inheritance, anything. But as much as the job market is opening up and people are hiring, companies are still unpredictable. Companies still lay off. They still are going to look out for their own best interest. So you always want to make sure that you're doing your own best interest. So no, but I do teach my clients that I work with for business. We go through the same steps of how are you telling your story? What is your brand? What is the unique problem that you solve? Right? Think about that. What's the unique problem that you solve and the unique way that you do it, right? Tamika says, I have a third interview with let me put this on the screen. Y'all know my site with the executive leadership team on Thursday. So I'm prepping. Yes. Okay. Then this conversation is coming right on time, especially with the prep, with the really, I love a best case scenario activity. This is great, Tamika. Keep us posted. Yes. He said it kicked me out. Let me know. All right. I'm going to see. Let me know what kicked you out. All right. I'm going to see what other questions we have because I see the comments. Okay. I want to make sure I get to everybody's comments. Okay. It looks like, see, interview. Okay. Yes, thank you. Information would you recommend? Good. Okay. Okay. All right. If you all have any other questions, you can always DM me too, but put them in the comments. I appreciate you all having the comments. You all always share this out. I love that. So thank you for your shares. Thank you for your likes and support. And this keeps me going. And I get to help you all out and help the people out that you all send it to. So here is to acing those six-figure interviews. So remember, if you want that workshop, how to ace the six-figure interview, go ahead and put interview in the comments. I'm going to send that to you all. All right. It looks like my computer froze, but that's all right. We're going to be great today. But thank you all for the amazing, amazing date. If you all have any other questions, go ahead and put them in the comments, and I will see you all next week. Bye. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Tamika, you came in with a last minute comment. Tamika says, I need a workshop on branding. Tamika, you know we have a workshop on branding. You didn't know? Okay. Just put branding in the comments. We will send you that. We have a whole branding workshop. And I think that link is also in my on my profile. Um, Yes. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up. Y'all know I have a workshop on branding. Put branding in the comments if you want the link to that one. That one is free as well. And it talks all about a lot of my philosophies and methodology on branding that I use to get my clients these 40K increases. My client that I told you all just got the $160,000 offer. That was a $43,000 increase for her. And we primarily worked on her brand and then how she was going to be answering these interview questions. So yes, okay, we will get you that. If you're interested in the branding workshop, y'all know we have that. And I want to say in November, I'm going to be doing an updated one that's going to be live as well on the branding. Oh, hey, Latoya, thank y'all for stopping by. I love the love the support. All right, you all have a great night. Bye.